Welcome to Funny Bunny Story Time. Our today's book is Ben and Holly's Noisy Surprise from Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Let's read. Today is King Thistle's birthday, but he is not happy. He groans, I don't want a birthday. I don't want to get older. But we always celebrate your birthday, says Queen Thistle. The elves hold a big party with music and dancing and fireworks. It's so much fun, giggles Holly. Da 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 da! Happy birthday, Your Majesty, cheers Nanny Plum, carrying an enormous birthday cake. No cake, no fireworks, no birthday, shouts King Thistle. I suppose I'll just have to eat the cake myself then, sighs Nanny Plum. Ben and Mr. Elf have come to deliver a great big firework for King Thistle's party. It's as big as a carrot, shouts Ben excitedly. Ben and Holly giggle. I can't wait, says Mr. Elf. There'll be music, dancing, and cakes. Everyone loves King Thistle's birthday party. There's not going to be a party, says Holly sadly. No party? Says Mr. Elf, astonished. King Thistle has decided he doesn't like getting older, says Queen Thistle. I'd better take the firework back to the elf tree then, sighs Mr. Elf. Queen Thistle, Holly, and Ben go to see Nanny Plum in the kitchen. If we could cheer King Thistle up, then maybe he'd want a party, exclaims Ben. I could do a magic spell, suggests Nanny Plum. Really? Asks the Queen. Will that work? Of course, replies Nanny Plum. I'll show you. Abracadabra, abracadabra. Make Queen Thistle all cheered up. Queen Thistle starts to laugh so hard she can't stop. Please make it stop, she gasps. Pop, thud. The queen falls to the ground. That was horrible, says Queen Thistle. Maybe we won't use magic. Ben and Holly decide to try and cheer King Thistle up themselves. Hello, Holly, says King Thistle glumly. Hello, Ben. What was it like when you were a boy? Asks Holly. I can't remember, replies the king. It was a long time ago. Were there dinosaurs? Asks Ben. How old do you think I am? Says King Thistle. Did you used to sleep in a cave? Giggles Holly. No, I did not, says King Thistle angrily. Now please leave me alone. Ben and Holly go to see the wise old elf. He plays them a special song he's composed for the king's birthday. That's very nice. I like the drum beat, says Ben. But King Thistle doesn't want to have his birthday. He thinks he's too old. Too old? Exclaims the wise old elf. I've got t-shirts older than him. Just then, the wise old elf has an idea. We could give King Thistle a surprise party, he explains. There'll be music, dancing, and fireworks, but nobody will say the word birthday. That's very clever, says Holly. Come on, Ben, let's go and get ready. The wise old elf calls all the elves together. Now we need to arrange the king's surprise party. She shouts, Righto! Replies the elves together. They all blow on their elf horns. Toot! Then they get to work. rushing around to get everything ready. Elves are very good at working together. Back at the little castle, Holly and Ben give King Tizzle a present. It's not a birthday present, is it? Asks the king suspiciously. No, reply Ben and Holly together. The king opens the present. Inside is a toy robot. Thank you, laughs the king. Nanny Plum rushes in carrying another enormous cake. It's not a birthday cake, is it? Asks the king Thistle. Absolutely not, says Nanny Plum. This is just an ordinary cake. The taste is completely different. Oh, good, says the king, happily eating a slice. Outside the little castle, the elves gather together in a big group. Surprise! They shout when King Thistle comes to the window. I said no birthday party, shouts the king. But it's not a birthday party, replies Holly. It's just a surprise party. Oh, says the king. That's all right then. And now for the giant firework, says Mr. Elf. It's as big as a carrot, shouts Ben. The firework goes off with an enormous bang. Ooh! Ah! Everyone gasps. I love fireworks, cheers King Thistle happily. Come on, Daddy, says Holly. Let's dance. This is fun, laughs King Thistle. The surprise party is a great success. Happy birthday, Daddy, whispers Holly very quietly. Thank you, Holly, King Thistle whispers back. The end. Thank you. Welcome to Funny Bunny Story Time. Our today's book is Birthday Magic from Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Let's read. Daisy and Poppy are having a birthday party. They have invited their little friends Tarquin, Raspberry, and Nettle Elf. Happy birthday, says wise old elf. I am the great Wizardo, the children's entertainer. Daisy and Poppy get very excited. They shoot magic out of their wands, and the castle shakes. Hooray, giggled Poppy and Daisy. I am taking the toddlers' wands, says the great Wizardo, and putting them in the library where they can't cause trouble. The party begins with musical statues. When the music stops, the little children freeze. But they haven't been turned into stone, says Holly. Holly and Strawberry magic the toddlers into real statues. So the great Wizardo takes their wands and puts them in the library too. The next game is going to be Pin the Tail on the Donkey. That doesn't look like a donkey, says Nanny Plum, waving her wand. Why don't we pin the tail on the dragon instead? Nanny Plum casts a spell, and an enormous dragon appears. No more magic, cries Great Wizardo. I'm putting Nanny Plum's wand in the library too. The Great Wizardo asks the toddlers to wait in the library while he prepares a new game. Hee, giggled Poppy and Daisy, Tarquin, Raspberry, and Nettle Elf. Was that a good idea, Great Wizardo? Asks Ben. All the wands are in the library. The great Wizardo leads everyone into the library, and there's not a toddler to be seen. Poppy and Daisy have found a secret passageway, says Queen Thistle. Where does it lead? Asks Ben Elf. To the secret room, replies Queen Thistle. There's a lot of magic in there. Luckily, Pirate Redbeard arrives just in time to rescue the children from the secret room. Here be the toddlers, he booms. King and Queen Thistle declare that the party is over. But we haven't had magic jelly yet, protests Nanny Plum. All the toddlers bounce and cheer. All right, Nanny, says the great Wizardo, you can have your wand back, but not too much jelly. Jelly flood! Everyone shouts, Happy birthday, Poppy and Daisy. The end. Thank you. Welcome to Funny Bunny Story Time. Our today's book is Ben Elf's Birthday. Let's read. Today it is Ben Elf's birthday. Happy birthday, Ben! Cheer Mr. and Mrs. Elf. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad, cries Ben. Just then, the doorbell rings, and Ben rushes downstairs to see who it is. It's Holly, the fairy princess. Hi, Holly, gasps Ben. You're early for my party. Have you brought me a card? Stutters Holly, confused. Holly, says Ben, you haven't forgotten my birthday, have you? Happy birthday, Ben, cries Holly. I just got to pop home. Bye. Holly flies home to the little castle so she can make Ben a card. She tries to use one of Nanny Plum's magic spells to make it, but she's not sure of the words. Hocus pocus, plickety plonk, make me a birthday card super duper quick. Holly's magic wand twinkles and the paintbrushes lift up into the air. Meanwhile, Nanny Plum is busy helping King Thistle. Nanny, could you do a spell to make me comfortable? He asks. Oh, King Thistle, you lazy thing. You could do a spell yourself, she replies. But my wand is over there, moans the king. So Nanny Plum uses a spell to put the King Thistle in a very comfortable invisible chair. Back in the kitchen, Holly wants the paintbrush to hurry up. I'll do a stronger spell to make you go faster, cries Holly, waving her wand. Zap, pop, zip, pow! More, bigger, faster, now! Boom! Suddenly, everything grows very big and rises up into the air. Nanny! Shouts Holly. Help, help! Boom, pop, boom, pow! The kitchen is still covered in paint, but the magic has stopped. Thank you, Nanny, cries Holly, very relieved. You stopped it. Yes, replies Nanny Plum, but I had to stop all the fairy magic in the whole of the castle. Just then, there's a loud bang from upstairs. King Thistle has fallen on the ground. Nanny Plum, Holly, and the rest of the royal family run up to see what has happened. Oof! What happened to the magic? He asks. Ahem, begins Nanny Plum. There was a little problem and I had to stop all the fairy magic in the castle for one day. Sorry, Your Majesty. Suddenly, the fairy on the TV speaks, and the weather in the little kingdom today will be bright and sunny. Hang on, gasps King Thistle. If you've stopped the magic, why is the TV working? The TV It's not magic, Your Majesty, replies Nanny Plum. Isn't it really? Says the king, somewhat surprised. Now, Holly has to make Ben's birthday card without any spells. This is going to be fun, giggles Holly. I think I'll start with a picture of Ben. Holly paints a wonderful picture and finishes it off with sparkly glitter. It's amazing what can be done without using magic, says Nanny Plum. Now quick, Holly, or you will be late for Ben's birthday party. Holly arrives at Ben's birthday party and gives him his card. It isn't very good, she says. I made it myself. You didn't use magic? Asks Ben. It looks fantastic. Thank you. Later on, Holly confesses to Ben. I did forget your birthday, I know, says Ben. You always do, but it doesn't matter. You're still my best friend. Cheerio! The end. Thank you.